Hey, it's the Crude Project here, and we're proud to announce a partnership with IllumineScents. We're all about supporting local businesses, and they are a great local business to support.
My favorite scent so far is going to have to be the Smoky Mountain Firewood.
Mine's going to have to be France Lavender here. They currently have two sizes available. Smaller one is 8 ounces, the bigger one 16 ounces. They also have these wax melts as well. We'll drop the link down below for you guys to check them out.
Stay tuned for our own personal scent brought to you by IllumineScents.
Welcome back to our Crude Project, everyone. I'm here with Ant and Kevin the 2 Cent, and as always, we have a great episode for you guys. What do we have on the dock? Anthony.
We're going over why video games, they suck now. We're going to let you know.
We have a few on the list.
We got a few.
Before we go down the list, please like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Let's dive into this.
Oh ho. Alrighty. So, big video gamer. Okay. I play video games all the time. I love it. I play a lot of them. And we're starting to get into like this rut, and we have been for a long time, and it seems like we're not coming out of it, but just slowly sinking. Video games are starting to suck over and over and over again. And sometimes, in many cases, like right now, Black Myth Wukong, it's not at the fault of the developers. Okay? A lot of times, yes, the developers are falling short. They're either trying to release too early, waiting too long, free to play, pay to win.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go dive into some of that. But Black Myth Wukong is being hit and attacked left, right, and center with everything they can. It was recently by Screen Rant. They did a review on it and review bombed it because it was not inclusive, diverse, or didn't have enough
female characters. I think that's.
Let me be clear. Let me be clear about what this game is about.
It was not feminist enough. That's what it was.
Not feminist enough, not diverse enough. You're playing a mythological monkey that can turn into not only a falcon, a tiger, and an ox, that has a pole that can go to any width and length that it pleases and rides on a cloud. Get the out. Get out. The mythical creature of Wukong has been around since before the dawn of time, it feels.
Bruh,
He's not real. He's fighting giant dinosaurs in the game. But you want more women in the game?
He's fighting like freaking floating giant turtle statues and shit like that, bro. What? And
it's not diverse enough.
Okay, here's the thing, bro. I saw the game, right? The game itself is actually very well made.
It looks great. It looks really
great.
cool. I like it.
They did Unreal Engine, the 5, whatever it is. They did a great job making this game. If you guys haven't seen Black Myth Wukong, the gameplay, smooth as hell. Looks great. Combat's great. And cinematic trailer that dropped for it, obviously, is pretty good because cinematic trailer.
Yeah,
but like the gameplay trailer that dropped for it was very good.
Yeah. No, I've seen the gameplay of it, and not even like just a review bomb because it wasn't diverse enough. And they tried to say, oh, it's very clunky. It's not very good combat. Get the out of here. All right. And then people would be like, oh, it's too much like a Souls-like game. You don't even know what a Souls game is like. If you're going to put Black Myth, that's like saying God of War is a Souls-like game. Because this is very on par with a God of War style game.
That's a good comparison. Actually, that's a very good comparison.
It's very much like, it's nothing like a Souls game. Like, it might be difficult at some points, but it is not a Souls game. And people are just trying to give this any and every little bit of destruction that they can. And
earlier, they just can't stand it. They just can't stand it that a game that does not include all of the shit that we just mentioned, and it's still thriving, and people still love it. It's great. It's a great delivery from the developers. They just can't stand it. That something that doesn't have all that, is doing great.
Then he told me that I was the marketing team from Black Myth Wukong. They had to come out and they brought out an email that was stating, please do not add any feminist propaganda along with buzzwords when you review this to people who are going to review it, and they're going to, promote these people.
Here's the little statement about it. Yeah. So there was an email from the Black Myth Wukong marketing team. Tells the content creators to refrain from including words that might be feminist propaganda and what's the other ones? Triggering words.
So like I don't know what are they trying to now damage control? Because I mean their game is getting fired on from all angles for no good reason. And it's just another one of this whole woke agenda kind of thing in video game. We do not give two shits about politics and anything like that. Diversity, inclusiveness. It's a video game. This is not the time or the place for that in there. And it's just a constant reminder that is getting pushed into video game industry.
And it's not just a video game. It's one of the most mythological, creative, like imaginary shit story character that you can think of. I mean, this has nothing to do based off of like reality or this and that. No, this is pure imagination.
It's like the same thing that was happening with Helldivers. When they wanted inclusiveness and other sort of, they had to make sure that, that the Helldivers were not just men, they were also women. And then there was like, they wanted to change like trans flags as like the capes and stuff like that. And they were just like, dude, this is not, why do we have to add all of this into it? They even did it with 40K Warhammer. So Warhammer has been a thing since I believe the tabletop game was made like 1987. Okay, so the Warhammer has been around for the longest time. The new one coming, 40K Warhammer Space Marine 2, looks to be amazing, and it's starting to get backlash because all of the characters are men. There's no women. They want to have women's. Dude, you are fighting alien species, extraterrestrial species on another planet in the same galaxy. It's all supposed to be within the Milky Way galaxy, but in a whole nother solar. Dude, it's just why? Why do you have to review bomb or boycott? Just don't play the game. Don't play the game. If you don't like
that's a good point. If you don't like it, don't play it. There's plenty of other games out there that you can dive into, browse, and find the one that you enjoy. Like, if you don't like it, exactly, don't play it.
Hey, make your own game. make your own woman-filled feminist game. And when you don't make enough to, pay the developers and the graphic team, then you understand, oh, well, shit, this just maybe doesn't sell that well.
It's just not what the people want. It's just not what the gamers want. Yeah. Gamers just want a well-made game.
That's an escape from reality.
That's an escape from reality. And that's what Black Myth Wukong is. That's what Warhammer seems to be.
Shit, you can't get much further with Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah, dog.
You can't get much further from reality.
Yeah.
I'm out here floating on a cloud, spinning a pole, smacking a rhino. What? I mean, it's great. And actually, side note, Wukong, the Monkey King, he's actually one of my favorite mythological characters.
I really like him too.
And I will 100% be buying this game. I might even buy 2 copies just because. Yeah, take that. You. All right. So,
what's the other one? The arena. Dive into Arena Breakout.
Okay. Let me dive into Arena Breakout right now. Let me break this open. Arena Breakout Infinite was a mobile game made by a Chinese company. Mm-hmm. The game was very big in third world countries, people that couldn't afford PCs, things like that. They decided to make it to a PC. I got into an early play test.
Yeah.
And this was supposed to be, people said it was going to be one of the biggest combatants for Escape from Tarkov. Single-handedly, the most dominant extraction looter. Okay.
We mentioned this a while ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
They still are, even after all of their BS they pulled.
Yeah.
They are still on top, and a lot of people are trying to make competition, which is great. Love competition when it comes to a game genre because you don't want anybody just to be the only game.
Right.
It's always gives good competition is good. So Arena Breakout,
Monopoly is horrible.
right? Arena Breakout came to with a playtest, and it was an extraction looter.
Yeah.
That was different. It didn't have all the bells and whistles like Tarkov did, but it was going to be a free-to-play game, which struck everyone real quick. Ooh, I don't have to pay money. But then you have to think, how do they get their monetary value out of the game? Now, most people, they just do a battle pass. Fortnite. Fortnite revolutionized it. So I played the playtest. It was pretty cool. I had some ups, some downs, had some good games, some pretty bad games. There were some bugs. So they went and they fixed it. Just a quick side note, they actually retweeted one of my gameplay videos.
Okay.
They retweeted it, the Arena
Oh
Breakout. I'm just saying.
I'm sitting in the presence of someone famous. Can I have your autograph?
No, but
Damn, shut down real quick.
but I was really, really excited for the game.
Yeah.
So they go back and they start fixing the game up, and then they released it on the 13th. Was early access. I watched about 30 seconds. They had paid. I'm pretty sure it was paid sponsored games for. It was Sheaf, Landmark, and Hutch. About 3 minutes in, I find you can not only buy the premium currency, the main currency. There's like preset kits you can pretty much buy. If I'm not mistaken, that last part I might be wrong on. But when you can buy the money in the game, now you're supposed to be something you earn through going it. So it's an extraction looter. So the whole premise of the game is there's a high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Because you have a set amount of money and in your stash. You have to pay money to get guns, gears, helmets, grenades, and then you go out and you have to kill other people and acquire loot, and then you extract with it. If you do not extract, you lose it. That beats the whole premise if I can just buy the money.
Yeah.
So that's what it coins the term pay to win. And when I saw that, I immediately turned off the stream, and I've never touched Arena Breakout. Because think about it, at a point to where your skill level now doesn't matter. Because somebody with a credit card can just buy all the money they want and go into the raid with the best gun, the best ammo, the best gear every single time. And it's just like, what? Not even that. Not even that. They have a monthly subscription that you have to pay to get what's called a secure container. A secure container is the only thing you can put it in. It's usually like 4 squares. And whatever fits in that 4 squares will come with you if you die in a raid. But you have to pay monthly for that thing. Wow. Do you know they also charge the monthly fee for the global chat? So you type into the chat, you have to pay for that.
Wow. So they went from one of the most appealing extraction looter to one of the worst.
To the worst. I don't know how many people would even want to be like, oh, yeah, I'd still endorse. It's
in such a short amount of time.
I don't understand, dude. Absolute pay-to-win garbage.
Wow.
The normal consumer,
how do you destroy yourself that quickly?
I don't know, dude. I don't understand. And the bad part is even though I'm saying, these games are bad, people still are buying into it. People are still playing it. They're like, oh, it's free to win. People are still doing. I stuck to my guns.
You know who those people are? Those are the people that have either mom or dad's credit card.
Very true. 100% true. But it's even people who are still going to complain online, on Reddit. Like, oh, these people are constant. People have all these classics armor all the time. Don't play the game. I cut ties to Tarkov. And I'm not patting myself. I'm not saying I'm holier than thou, as they say. But after the whole incident when they had the Unheard edition.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it. I have not touched Tarkov since then. I was like, I just didn't agree with it. So I didn't rant and rave about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here trying. It's only an example, so that's why I'm talking about it now. But I didn't go out and just try and make me seem holier than thou and be like, yeah, I'm pretty good. I cut ties with but I did it because I didn't believe in what they were doing.
Right.
So I left it alone. Same thing with Arena Breakout.
I feel like it's becoming a whole money-grabbing thing with games now. If more people stand on business and is like, you know what? I'm not about that. I just want a good game. So you're not providing that good game, and now you're making it everything in this game about money, and you're just basically robbing people of money more and
100%.
more and more. When there was a time when you went, You paid $50. You got the game. You enjoyed the thing to the fullest, and that was it. Bro.
Those golden times, dude.
Yeah, and now it's just one thing after another. By the time you got the most out of that game, you've paid nearly $1,000 for that game, bro.
That's Destiny 2 right there for you.
That's killer.
That's Destiny 2. If you were now maybe not 1,000, but Destiny has been. No, to all my Destiny fans out there, I'm sorry, but dude, you've paid every year another $60 for the base version and anything on top, up to like I think like $120 for the Ultimate Edition every year, if not almost twice a year, for an expansion that you're forced to buy. I mean, that's the other thing. You're forced, because if you don't, guess what? You can't play the new raids with your friends. You can't get to the new level. You can't get the new guns. You can't get Get the f- out of here, dude. Get out of here.
Good point. You know, okay, so switching on to the other thing, okay? Real quick. I don't know if you're done going on it.
Well, I got a little bit more in the bank. You know what I'm saying?
But this one, okay? Ubisoft, bro. I just can't with Ubisoft. What is going on with this company, bro? It's one thing after another, and whenever I think that they're gonna just like dig themselves out of the hole that they've been in for so many years and provide something good for the diehard fans of theirs that's been for many years.
They keep on digging.
Bro, they just keep on digging, bro. So they're coming out with the two new games, obviously, that's already receiving so much criticism, right? So much criticism, and rightfully so.
Yeah, this is the part where they're rightfully so criticized.
Right.
Go ahead.
But specifically, this is about Star Wars Outlaws. That's the game that's coming out that Ubisoft and EA, I think, partnered. And, bro, the game is horrible, first of all.
Looks terrible.
Looks terrible. Plays horrible. I mean, it's just... Bro, there are so many problems with the game.
How two big heads like this come together and still mess it up?
I don't... This is the thing, bro. They just focused on too many, like, woke shit on it again. And they didn't deliver in the gameplay aspect of it. They didn't deliver for the people, for the gamers. And, bro, the game is so bad. It's getting so much bad reviews to the point where Ubisoft is now paying journalists to give positive reviews for the game so it can trend positively on the internet and everywhere else so people can start buying it.
It's terrible.
That's horrible, bro. That's
You'd have
horrible.
to. I've seen gameplay of it, and like the way that, even down to like how the explosions look, it's not immersive and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look clean. It looks terrible. Yeah. You look at it for like a few seconds and you're just like, this game looks like PlayStation 2 games have better quality to it. And I'm like, how? Who wasn't it Ubisoft that made Skull and Bones?
Yes. And
they said that was the first ever quadruple A game.
Bruh.
And that turned into the biggest crock of shit of a pirate game. I think I played. I was in the beta test for that as well, and it was a 6-hour beta test. I got to 2 hours and I quit.
Bro, how are you gonna make? Because this is where they actually did do a good job, I think, in my opinion. How are you gonna go make a Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which was heavily focused on pirate ships, all that shit? How are you gonna make a game that actually delivered, and then regress when you? And
you had the recipe.
Bro, you had the ultimate recipe. People love Assassin's Creed Black Flag. They love it. That was a mixture of land and sea, right? Mm-hmm. Skull and Bones was heavily focused on just sea.
And in the worst way. You drove the boat with WASD. You never touched the sails. Only time you got off the boat was only to go to actually the outpost. And every time you went to another vendor, it was a loading screen. I mean, I spent more time in a loading screen than I did on the ocean. There was absolutely little to no PvP in the beta. I don't know what it is now. You had to get to like very specific sections of the map. Like they tried to go against Sea of Thieves, and which is the only reason why I was going to play it. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe this will do what, and absolutely failed on it. They
Quadruple.
quadruple A my ass, dude.
Bro, get out of here.
That game was ass. That's what that quadruple A was for. But in a beacon of light, the gaming gods have bestowed upon us Delta Force Hawk Ops. This game,
I didn't hear about this, honestly.
this game I have been
I didn't
playing
hear too much about it.
for hours. I got into the closed beta or early alpha, whatever it's considered, and it is everything Arena Breakout wishes it was.
It's a extraction looter?
It's not only an extraction looter,
Yeah.
also has a campaign mode, and it
Oh.
also has a big team battle like Battlefield.
Wow.
You get
delivered.
so much out of this game. I mean, I'm Hawk 2ing on this thing. I'm telling you, this game is so good. And the funniest part is the UI looks identical in the extraction looter than Arena Breakout. They look identical. But I'm telling you, the gameplay is so much better, smoother, more polished. I feel like everything is just on point, and the game is just out. And I don't know how long they've been working on it, but it is just, it's great.
If the UI is identical to Arena Breakout, what are the chances that they're gonna
Get in trouble for I don't know. So I thought about that, and I've seen a lot of people doing comparison videos on like how, because both of them were actually mobile games before they became PC games. So my thought was that maybe they both used public domain, like what is the word I'm thinking for? Shit. Like public domain structures and things like that, like the figures for like the people, the way the mobs look, the enemies. It has to all be like a free object, if you would, like a 3D object or on player models.
Okay.
So that's what I was looking for. So the player models and everything have to be, because they're very close. And I mean, the way like the stash is structured, the animations, the healing, the items, it's all very similar, but just Delta Force does it so much better. The way they did the loot system, how it works, where it is, how it rotates. There's actually bosses already. It's great. Now, what I will say is I feel like the time to kill was a little bit more realistic with Arena Breakout when I played the beta. So if I was running like the Car 98 and I had, I think the Car 98 runs a 7.62 54R. If I had like a BT round, which was a higher tier round, and I tagged somebody in the head from a good distance, that's it. And I feel like in Delta Force, you kind of, face shots are not instant kill. You're not just downed immediately. It just takes away the helmet value until there's nothing left. That's my only quarrel. The armor system for Delta Force is my only quarrel so far, because I never leave a raid with any hit points on my armor. I always go with like blanked out armor. I'm just like tattered every time. But I think the game is going to be great. They also have rights to Black Hawk Down. Yeah. So the campaign will actually play through parts of the movie. So great nostalgia for people. I'm telling you, Delta Force, they came at a perfect time to absolutely sweep Arena Breakout off their feet. They're not even like a combatant for Tarkov at this point. Tarkov, I'll be honest, as much as I don't like how the game did it, and I still don't really support it, they're golden right now, dude. I don't see anybody stepping up to the plate, but Delta Force is definitely stepping over Arena Breakout in my humble opinion.
That's who's going to be chasing Tarkov then, is right behind him, huh?
I honestly, in the long run, I don't see it. I don't see them, if they just stay in their lane and they focus on their game modes they have and make sure they just keep it up what they got going on, dude, they're good. They're good with what they have, and that's another thing I think games need to stop doing, is chasing after the shadow of other games. Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. Make what you can make. Do good for you. And 100% people will support it and want to follow what you got going on.
Check it out.
Check it out.
All right, guys. The last thing we have on the dock here, okay? This, I don't know if you guys are aware, but This is a little bit different than the gaming stuff, but along the same kind of. So Comic-Con, San Diego, happened recently. RDJ, Robert Downey Jr., was also unveiled in the Comic-Con San Diego for Marvel as Doctor Doom.
Oh,
yeah. That's the Comic-Con in San Diego that I'm talking about. In that same Comic-Con, for people that might not know, because they might be too distracted with Robert Downey Jr. becoming Doctor Doom all of a sudden. They might be distracted with that shit. This is something you guys might have missed. 14 sex traffickers arrested at San Diego Comic-Con that led to 10 victims recovered, including a 16-year-old girl.
That's insane. To think like
Wild.
that kind of stuff would happen. I mean,
Wild.
it happened. It happens right under your nose, you know?
Bro,
At a major event like that. And I mean, good.
they were
Good that
counting
they
on
were
this.
caught.
They were counting on the distraction of Comic-Con, the Marvel, the this and that to get away with it. But good on the feds to
Yeah.
get to nab these guys, because bro,
That's crazy. That's
this is
horrible.
just terrible.
Imagine going to a Comic-Con, you know, to try and enjoy yourself, and then, you know.
Yeah, a giant bust like this happens. To know something like this is
Going on in
going
public.
going on in public in such a big event, but behind the scenes in the shadows. That's crazy,
terrible.
man.
Well, glad they got caught, though.
Yeah. So in case you guys are going into these type of events, just keep your eyes and ears, peel back and report suspicious activity that you guys see. And yeah,
Definitely.
man. Other than that, enjoy your time. But I think that's all we had.
That's it, man. Let us know in the comments section what you guys feel. How do you guys like 40K, Arena Breakout, Black Myth Wukong, any other games that are coming out, or anything that you're playing that you're really enjoying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody right now would enjoy a game that they can play and enjoy and not just have to worry about any BS.
Right. Agreed. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, we are out of here. But if you guys enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Like this, go over to our Spotify channel. Follow us for a great commute listen. And we will see you on the next one.
See you.